Welcome everybody to track one. We're going to have a special announcement from Praying on it. Praying Anya. You're good.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Praying Anya with the God Squad. If everybody could take a knee for a moment, I'd like to acknowledge a couple people. So if you're standing, if you could just take a knee, please. Unholy Rollers. Unholy Rollers. Could you take a knee, please? Since the last RollerCon, we lost a couple people, and I just want to take a moment to acknowledge them. We lost our teammate, Bad Juju, Julie Wilson Weedman. We just lost her to breast cancer. She was an amazing skater and an amazing friend. I also wanted to acknowledge a fan. We like to call him Super Fan. His family called him Chris Chula. He followed roller derby from the time he was a child. And because he was unable to drive, he used to take the bus to follow all his leagues that he supported. You probably saw him here at RollerCon. We lost him as well. And I just wanted to take a little moment of silence to remember them. Thank you. You got the guy.
Okay, yeah, I turned it. Okay, everybody, and welcome to God Squad versus the Unholy Rollers here on track one. We're going to go through the lineups real quick here. For God Squad, we have 1022 Passion Swivel Hips, 12 Soccer Blue, 1410 Mahad Wonderland, 1961 Papa Crisis, 2006 Pinball, 21 Red Bull, 22 Tricky Ricardo, 28 Seth, 3 Tony Moose, 415 Bad Billy, 5 Troublemaker, 53 Vix, 72 Hot Rod Jane, 731 Unnamed, 8 Parton, 88 Gaia Destroyer, 881 Financial Compact Fiscal, and 99 Problems. We'll get the other lineup here in just a moment, but we are underway here, and we have God Squad with the lead. We have 2-8 jamming for the God Squad with the lead.
And 2525 Tonka Tuck for the Unholy Rollers. And
Seth calls it off real quick.
Speaking of the Unholy Rollers, we have 00 Cherry Chapstick, 17 Vicious Nikki, 2 Ninja, 21 Beaten Boppin', 525 Tonka Truck that you just saw jamming, 27 Maisie Scar, 293 Brass Knuckles, 33 Betty TKO, 319 Frayed Sanity, 37 Terror, 43 Odd Job, 5150 Doc, 601 Phoenix, 721 El Limon, 77 Anya Stark, 808 Godzilla Rex, and 88 Darth.
Well, 88 Darth, it does have the lead there for the Unholy Rollers. And jamming for the God Squad there, it's going to be 5-3 Vix. And Vix making it out of the pack. Darth calling it off with 4 points.
Patent technology, handmade patterns tested by S187 pads.
And as we get ready for this next bout, looks like we're going to have 2-2 for the God Squad. That's going to be Tricky Ricardo versus 8-5 of the Unholy Rollers. And it looks like Tricky Ricardo with a penalty is going to the penalty box here.
The Unholy Rollers coming out with lead, getting ready to start their first scoring pass as they make their way through with the power jam. Getting close to the line and falling over it, having to recycle now currently.
And God Squad really pushing that recycle way back there, all the way to almost to the start line. And the Unholy Rollers working to move on to the outside and make it past Tony. With an inside jump there for Tricky. They are around now.
Don't count out the Unholy Rollers. They still have the lead right now.
And with that call,
2 points for the Unholy Rollers.
and 2 more for the God Squad, bringing the score 3 for the God Squad, 10 for the Unholy Rollers. Coming to jam for the God Squad, we have.
And for the Unholy Rollers, we have 319, Afraid Sanity.
That's for the God Squad there. Looking to work into that wall. And everybody falling down there.
Definitely pile up on lane 1. God Squad coming out as lead.
Bodies are running into each other there in that pack. That wall for the God Squad is working really hard there.
Holding back the Unholy Rollers and keeping Frayed Sanity looking like it's going to test their sanity a little bit more.
And Seth makes it through for 4 points here.
Unholy Rollers looking to pass that star, trying to get out and complete this initial pass.
No. Star pass is yet to be completed there. And Seth makes it through that wall one more time. And working again in that first corner there. Everything seems to be bottled up there in that first corner. Not making it through very easily. And now we're starting to move on to the backstretch here. And with the star pass, we now have a new jammer for the Unholy Rollers. We have 1031.
Frayed Sanity still making their way through the pack, trying.
And a call.
Rag is a community source roller skating magazine. Stop by and pick up a copy and submit a page.
Number 88, Darth, jamming for the Unholy Rollers. And number 3, nope, 5-3. 5-3 Vix. My apologies. Out there for the God Squad.
And God Squad jammer to the floor very quickly there. While Unholy Rollers does take the lead. Six working their way through that pack there, while Darth finding a wall by the God Squad.
Darth making their way out of the pack. Pushing hard against Pinball in the front and making it by. You know, Pinball teaches a class on magnetic hips, and I think we just saw that right now with that.
I think we did. And we have a star pass for the God Squad there. Six giving up that star. And that was a call there by the Unholy Rollers. With an 8-point jam for the Unholy Rollers, they have retaken the lead. That is our second lead change already of today's game.
And with 23 minutes left in this game, it's anyone's game.
Good chicks. Roller Derby Apparel. All skate, no hate. 2008.
And as we get to going here, we have 2-2 Tricky Ricardo for the God Squad.
And 2-1 beat bopping for the Unholy Rollers. And it looks like God Squad comes out on top and scores lead with Ricky Ricardo making his way around to the back of the pack.
Little known about Tricky Ricardo, he actually played in the 2018 World Cup for Team Philippines.
Good job and awesome apex jump there, Ricardo.
And with the repeat of an apex jump and a call, Tricky Ricardo with 4 big points on those apex jumps.
And Unholy Rollers scoring nothing.
And here we go again. Unholy Rollers 0-0 there.
And for the Unholy Rollers, we have 0-0 Cherry Chapstick jamming their heart out.
And we have Seth for God Squad jamming.
But not before Cherry Chapstick picks up a track cut.
And Seth getting a penalty heading to box there.
It's fine.
Looks like we're going to have a power jam. Actually, we're going to have jammer swap. We're going to have a jammer swap.
Because as soon as one jammer hits, the other is released.
And there we go. Seth back on the track.
Fun fact, when you're timing that, you have one jammer that will sit, and as soon as the other one comes in, they have to serve the same amount of time as the other jammer before they are released.
Yes, that is correct. And because of that, we're going to run a 2-minute jam. We have 50 seconds left on this jam. We will have a full jam here.
However, it is still anyone's game, as we only have a 5-point difference. I take that back.
And as Seth comes up here, they are falling into a big wall here by the Unholy Rollers. It does appear, though, that Seth is on the power here, as the other jammer is in the box.
Cherry Chapstick being released from the box, coming out ready to pass.
It looks like we had a completed star pass by Unholy Rollers, but failing to make it out of the pack there.
However, that ended up in a 0-0 for games.
Always rolling. Quality skates, patches, stickers, and the funkiest skate apparel. All designed by a skater for skaters. Always rolling.
And we have 8 Darth jamming for the Unholy Rollers.
And for the God Squad there, we have Vix jamming for God Squad, and Vix does have the lead here, coming around quickly.
Looks like the pack was speeding up there just a little bit, spacing out, trying to bridge a little bit, but now they're keeping up just to keep from giving away their points.
And with a call there, like God Squad got 4 points.
And Unholy Rollers, none.
Granton Physical Repair and Recovery. Plant-based, gut health, and safe fluid.
8.
Looks like we're going to have Tricky Ricardo versus 5 of the Unholy Rollers.
And Ricky Ricardo going against the Mystery Jammer 8-5 for the Unholy Rollers. Ricky Ricardo making easy work of the pack. It looks like his prayers are paying off because he's definitely got wings with those jumps.
Yes, he does. Big jumps there.
And 8-5 catching up to Ricky Ricardo.
And a call before the Unholy Rollers could score any.
And 0-0 on that last jam, with the score being 39-18 with 17 minutes left.
888, performance, innovation, progression. 888 has you covered because your gear should work as hard as you.
And just a little note on the God Squad coach there, praying Anya. You know that the God Squad was founded 7 years, founded by praying Anya. Anya also skated banked and flat track for 7 years before retirement. Anya is a hospital, hospice, and prison chaplain. Give it up for praying Anya.
And jamming for Unholy Rollers is number 2-1, Beaten Boppin. Beaten Boppin has been skating for 15 years. Plays for V-Town, Team Philippines, and B-Side.
Hey, Buddy Booth.
Okay, and it looks like looks like the God Squad has ran into a wall here trying to get through.
And Beaten Boppin making easy work of that pack and sliding right through on that inside line.
And the
Clearing
God
up.
Squad has successfully completed a star pass. Number 5, Troublemaker plays for the Outlaw Roller Derby in a small town in Auburn, California. Like that to play from time to time. The regular world, Rebel is a musician currently working on releasing their first album. Go Rebel!
And 4 more points for the Unholy Rollers. Getting really close. If they can make it through one more time, they will possibly get a lead change. If not, right at. Let's see. They got 4 points.
Roller bones, pills, and bone bearings make for a winning combination.
And there's a momentary timeout for a possible injury. We have medics on the track at the moment. So make sure that we thank our volunteers, including all of our medics, our officials. Also, we always need staff, so please stop by VCI to learn how to earn your discounts, free tickets, and more.
Got a free hour? Like to have a free pass? Or even a discounted pass? Remember to stop by VCI and sign up for a shift or two.
Speaking of the medics, please keep the medic lanes clear. Thanks. We want them to be able to do their job as easily as possible because we appreciate them.
We also want to keep everyone well hydrated. Remember, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
RollerCon reminds you to please think a volunteer. Without them, this wouldn't be possible.
As always, please travel with a buddy or a pack when you leave here. Find more crucial safety tips in your red bag and program.
Please zip your bag. Put it in a gear snow area. Please don't leave it out for.
And as always, it is hot out there, so hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
No glass inside the expo or in the pools. Thanks.
Remember, if you're sitting in C1, please store your gear bags behind the bleachers in the gear area. Thank you.
As always, please watch out for the signs of heat stroke: hot, red, dry skin, fast pulse, heart racing, headache, dizziness, shivering, confusion, nausea. Always see a medic or call 911 in those.
Check out the truck and yaki food truck out front. Fresh Asian food.
Join our raffle winners for a measly buck. Look out for raffle tickets at the charity booth in the lobby. And they will also be walking around during multiple marquee games. Make sure that you get your raffle tickets in the RollerCon lobby at the raffle desk. That way you can win cool stuff like B&B cabanas and a sponsor swag while you support our charities.
Clean up after yourself. Your mom doesn't work here.
And even if your mom did work here, please remember to still clean up after yourself.
As always, it is your responsibility to be safe. On-track skating is skating at your own risk.
Join our raffle winners for a measly buck. Look for the raffle buckets at the charity booth in the lobby.
Also, no skates and alcoholic drinks. No skates and drinks. No skates and drinks.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a round of applause here? Okay. And it looks like we are going to get back to Derby.
And that injury happened right as we were at a 1-point lead difference. We have 8 minutes left in the game. Let's see who can come out victorious.
We have God Squad at 39 and the Unholy Rollers at 38. Unholy Rollers just had a massive jam at 20 points there. And coming out for Unholy Rollers, it looks like we have number 88, Darth. And for God Squad, we are going to have Seth out there.
Darth being recycled to the back of the pack and starting over again for the Unholy Rollers.
Little known about Seth this time. This is his first RollerCon. He turned 18 in February, has been skating with his stepmom, Passion, for over 10 years, and have competed in 3 UCR's nationals already. Seth is coming around and is trying to recoup some of those points that they had in their lead.
And number 88, Darth, pushing their way through the pack. They are a Rose City Rollers member.
And with the call there, sorry about that.
It's okay. They are a Rose City Rollers member, captain of the Breakneck Betties, coach for Seth Scar Derby Droids, and member of Axles of Annihilation.
That's very cool for Darth there. Seth with 8 points brings the score up to 47-38 for God Squad.
And 319 is coming out for the Unholy Rollers. It is Trade Sanity again.
And we have number 3 for the God Squad, Tony Muse.
And Frayed Sanity fell out of the front of the pack in just enough time to be called lead. But God Squad is not making it easy on him to get out of there.
And with God Squad's jammer to the box, Unholy Rollers has a power jam here, and it was able to make it out of the pack finally.
Unholy Rollers now on their first scoring pass of their power jam. And they call it off, scoring 3 points, putting the score at God Squad 47 and the Unholy Rollers at 41.
Hills and Heels, Roller Girls Kitchen Food Truck. Follow on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
And coming out to start this next jam, the Unholy Rollers will have a power jam as the God Squad jammer is still in the box.
So, did you know that on this we have Pinball on one side for the Unholy Rollers, and we have Oddball, her husband, on the other team? So now we have our competing couples.
I did not know that.
As a fun fact, Oddjob is a lifelong hockey lover that got hooked on Derby way back in 2006 and has spent the last 19 years officiating, coaching, and occasionally playing. He hails from the central coast of California, where he manages Derby Warehouse and lives with his beautiful wife, Pinball.
Well, it's a little bit about Pinball. Pinball's been playing Derby and attending RollerCon since 2006 and says, Jesus loves me, even in pasties.
That is true. We both skate on strippers versus tippers, and Pinball is amazing out there. Getting started in this next jam for the Unholy Rollers, we have 0-0 Cherry Bomb.
And for the God Squad, we have 5-3.
Vix.
Vix. Yes, Vix. Vix skates for Rage City Roller Derby out of Anchorage, Alaska. And the last year, a teammate and I started Alaskan Roller Derby.
That is incredibly cool.
That is really cool. Well, thank you for coming down from Anchorage. And Vince out there
being told to come back onto the track. Looks as though there might have been an officiating error, sending them off the track, but they pulled them back on and rescinded the call.
Vicks fighting
Eh.
hard against.
Unholy Rollers making it a difficult time. Their pivot keeping them moving.
That
S1 helmets protecting roller derby since 2000.
coming up for God Squad, we have Tutu jamming for them. Tony, Tricky Ricardo. Tricky Ricardo is starting off on a power jam there. And does get the lead as Cherry comes back onto the track.
Cherry making their way around. Getting back in there. And Ricky Ricardo repeating his second pass. And landing a solid apex jump.
Looks like we have a star pass by the Unholy Rollers.
They are trying their best to make their way out through the pack.
And Tricky makes it past Odd Job there. Odd Job really putting up a good fight from that wall.
And Darth 88 takes the star for the Unholy Rollers, making their way around.
Out there for God Squad, you have 415 Bad Billy. Little bit about Bad Billy. Did you know he's currently coaching junior skates here in Las Vegas?
Oh, wow.
He is coaching juniors.
That is amazing.
And at the end of that jam, God Squad with 19 points, bring the score up to 79-56.
And Tonka Truck 2525 on the line for the Unholy Rollers, getting started off on this last jam.
And Seth out there trying to work their way through. Big hits. Finding a big wall by the Unholy Rollers. Tonka Tuck finding a wall also by God Squad. Seth does make it through. And Seth keeps pushing. As that pack does
Tonka
get
still
bigger.
Tonka trying to pass the star.
And that is a call, and we are out of time.
Final unofficial score being debated over for just a moment.
And we have a final score. God Squad 83, Unholy Rollers 56. Congratulations, God Squad. We do want to thank and recognize a legend out there. Revered Judy Arnold is on the bench for God Squad. She is a legend. She's been around many years, has a book. Go by, see her, get an autograph, take a picture with Judy Arnold. She was 16 when she started in the 60s, making regular TV appearances for Raquel Welch and doubling for Raquel Welch in the NM movie appearance. Played for the Kansas City Bombers. She recently published her memoir, which can be purchased at the Roller Derby author's booth. Go by and see her.
We also want to give a special shout out to having coaches and our bench coaches that show up to help with these things. We appreciate you.
And most importantly, we want to thank everybody for coming out. Remember, please be safe at RollerCon. No skating in the hotels, and keep glass away from the tracks. The medics already have enough problems as it is. Thank you.
As well as the pools.
As well as the pool, definitely.
Setting the standard in action. Just take their next level.
And thank you, everybody. And have an awesome, awesome evening.